Okay, hello, and welcome to the second in the Good Vibes Collective series. This is Unlocking Your Confidence, part one, and there is a reason that it's part one, which I'll explain very shortly. But it's about how you think about confidence and some steps and techniques that you can use to unlock that confidence. So a little bit about me, very briefly. For those that don't know me, I'm Claire. I own a number of businesses. I've been in business now for 20 years. Next month, it'll be 20 years. And these on the screen are just some areas of my expertise. And I've got a bit of a news flash for you. And that news flash is that I am absolutely not confident. Those that know me will know that this is definitely the truth. I'm not the most confident person at all, but I am working on it. And for this Zoom, for this presentation, I've looked at lots of confidence theory and techniques to unlock your confidence. So that's the reason that this is part one. I don't know when part two will happen, but it will happen. But this is a journey for me as well as you. So I'm glad that you're part of it, and we're going to unlock our confidence together. So what is confidence, and also what isn't it? So confidence is a skill that anybody can develop. It's not something that you are born with or without. It's not. Some people think that the loudest person in the room is the most confident person, and that's not always the case. It's not about never being nervous. It's not about never feeling any fear. Confidence is your own self-belief and your trust in yourself and your abilities. It can be built upon, and it's very normal to vary in confidence levels. Even the most confident person that you know probably gets times that they're not confident at all. And people that you think are super confident, I mean, you might, from the videos that you've seen me do in the past, you might think that I'm a confident person. I've told you, I'm not a confident person. But it's about not necessarily showing that you're not confident. That's one of the key things that I'm going to talk about as part of this presentation. So there are a few confidence blockers, and they are things like self-doubt, fear of judgment, past experience can really impact your confidence as well, and comparison to other people. And I'm going to talk about a few of these different things throughout this presentation. So, like I say, I've looked at some confidence theory and some tips and techniques, and it's really helped my understanding in how confidence works. And hopefully some of these theories and techniques are going to have a positive impact on not just myself, but on you guys too. And that's, as I say, it's important to remember that this is a journey for all of us, everybody that's either watching on the Zoom live or that's watching back on the YouTube channel. It is a journey for us all. So, a few different aspects of confidence theory that I'm going to talk about. And your first one is your internal self-talk. So confidence is shaped by what you say to yourself. So it's your inner coach versus your inner critic. So your inner critic tells you you're not good enough. You're not good enough for this. You'll be crap at that. Don't bother doing that because you'll fail. But your inner coach needs to be the one that tells you you've got this. You have got this. You can do this. And learning to shift that mindset can change absolutely everything. And a key part of it is becoming aware of that negative self-talk. A great idea is to give it a name. So it could be negative Nelly, it could be depressing Daniel, it could be anything. But that you're recognizing that voice in your head then, and identify the impact. So find some key times when that has held you back. You can never silence that negative Nelly. You will never stop that negative Nelly. You'll never make them completely quiet. But what your inner coach should be doing is reframing it. So a big thing to think about is, would you let that negative Nelly, and I'm going to stick with negative Nelly now, talk to your best friend in the way that they're talking to you in your head? Probably not. So why do you let them do it to you? If your inner coach You would be the external coach for your best friend. So if your best friend is saying to you publicly, I can't do this, I can't do it, I'm just no good at it, you would be their external coach. You wouldn't let them keep criticizing themselves. So why are you letting your inner critic do it to you? So it's definitely a big thing to think about your internal self-talk and identify when it's happening. I touched on this last week, and this is fixed mindset versus growth mindset. So I did the first of the Master Your Mindset sessions last week, and like I said, I touched on it. But growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and your talents can be developed, whether that's through effort, whether it's through learning and teaching, whether it's through persistence, and you're willing to grow. Your fixed mindset tells you that you've got you can't change things. You give up. It's not good enough. I'll never be that good. But confidence drives when you believe that setbacks are part of that learning, and it's not a sign of failure, but it's a chance to improve through effort and feedback as well. And feedback is a big thing, and I mentioned that a little bit later on as well. Self-efficacy, and I had to practice how to say that because efficacy, yeah, it is efficacy. Self-efficacy is believing your abilities to succeed, and it's the secret to unlocking that lasting confidence, not just that little short snippet of confidence, but it's believing in your ability to succeed. Now, we've got a few different theories here. Now, one is the competence and confidence loop. So confidence and competence loop. It's where action builds skill and self-belief. So there is a common trap though. And the confidence competence loop, get your words out, Claire, is a personal sort of trap for myself. And it's when you get into the overthinking and over planning stage, because you're constantly planning and you're trying to make things better, and you're thinking it's not quite right, so you research something, you plan it, you tweak it a bit, it's not quite ready yet, so you go back to planning it again. So you are planning all the time, you're never actually doing, so the competence part is missing out. Confidence trap, preparation, it replaces progress. You can't progress if you don't hit that competence part of this loop. You need to break it. Over planning becomes a disguise for fear. So my tip here is to plan the first step of something, just the first bit, and do it. And then that moves on to micro challenges. So micro challenges, the more you do something and the more you do it successfully, the more your brain logs it that you're capable of it. So an example, for those that are sort of social media people that are on social media quite a lot, the first time you ever went live, you might not have been perfect, but you got through it. The first time you've ever, not social media wise, but the first time you ever walked into a coffee shop on your own or walked into a pub on your own, you might have felt like everybody was staring at you, but they weren't. I promise. You got through it and nothing bad happened. So those small micro goals, so that's why your little steps are really important. Don't try and make it big steps all the time, because you'll find it harder to reach those big steps. So you'll never have those little micro wins. And those micro wins, you need to track them. Give yourself a pat on the back. Share your success. Oh my God, look, I've just done it. I've just done my first live. I've just been into the pub on my own. And I know there's people on this call on the Zoom that are both kind of smiling because they know that these things apply to them. So share your success. Even doesn't need to be a public share it, but it can be telling a friend, telling a family member, look what I've just done. So they are your little micro challenges that are building your confidence little step by little step. Then we've got feel the fear and do it anyway. So these are all different confidence related theories. And confidence isn't the absence of fear at all. You can't wait until you feel absolutely confident to do something, because you'll never do it. You need to feel that fear and move forward with it. So again, going back to going live on Facebook, talking about your opportunity to people, telling somebody what you charge for a service. You might be fearful of it. I feel the fear on a daily basis with different things that I do in my life, but I've started doing it anyway. Feel that fear, do it anyway. Confidence will come from doing things with a shaky voice and maybe making a couple of mistakes, but you survived. You did it. You got there. And every time you do something that you're a little bit fearful of, your courage and your confidence will grow, and your brain will learn that it's not as bad as it feared it would be. So feel the fear and do it anyway. The next one, now I really like this one, and it is something that I do. So this is the alter ego effect. So if you could just step into confidence like it was an outfit, like it was a jacket you were putting on, and now you're all confident. So you don't have to be super confident, but if you act like the version of you that is, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So you've got some quite famous examples. You've got Beyonce. So she had Sasha Fierce for years, and she had that alter ego that she went into when she was going onto stage, because she got terrible stage fright. Used it for years, and then she's retired that alter ego because she's now built that confidence in herself. David Bowie, he had Ziggy Stardust. There's lots and lots of examples. But it's not fake. You need to realise that it's not fake having this alter ego thing. It's uncovering a version of you that's kind of trapped inside. So a couple of personal sort of examples of that. In a previous company that I was with, we used to go to people's houses to do events. Now, I would not, at this time, so say 15, 18 years ago, I would not walk into a pub on my own. Even if I was meeting my friend in there and I knew she was in there, I knew they were all in there, I wouldn't walk in. I would make them come and get me from outside. I've got no confidence to walk in. However, when I used to go and do these events, I had a specific T-shirt that I wore. And it was like I was putting my event head on as such. That's how I used to explain it to people. I'm putting my event head on. I'm going and doing it. And I came across as uber confident. I'd be sitting in the car beforehand going, oh my God, I can't do this. But then the event head would go on and I'd do it. And now it's not so much I'm doing events, but things like this, the lives and the Zooms and all that sort of stuff, lipstick for me. So I always have my bright lipstick on if I'm doing anything like this. So physical triggers can really help. So it could be a specific top that you wear. So it could be your work T-shirt, or as I said earlier, a blazer. It could be specific earrings. Like me, it could be a lipstick. But when you put that thing on, or you put the shoes on, whatever it is, that's when your alter ego then kind of takes over. So you are being the more confident version of you because of that thing. And I know it does sound really silly, but trust me, it does work. It's something I've used for quite a while. And then we've got let them theory. Now, the let them theory is one of the most powerful mindset shifts ever. When you stop chasing validation from other people, your confidence will rise. So if you close your eyes for a minute and you think of a time when somebody's reaction to something that you did, something that you said, something that you posted on social media, kind of made you shrink back a little bit and doubt yourself and doubt your confidence. But then imagine yourself just saying, let them. So if people are judging you, misunderstanding you, doubting you, underestimating you, talking about you, let them. Your confidence is based on your own self-trust. It's not external approval at all. Their reaction is not your responsibility, and it's not evidence of your worth either. So I had a little bit of this recently, because if you are on my Facebook, you will know that I post quite a number of times during the day. And I was getting people unfollowing me. Not loads of people, the odd one or two over the week or over the month. Let them. It's fine. It's fine. That has no impact on me. But I have had a lovely message today about that doubt that I had about posting, saying how much this person is loving the things that I'm posting. So that little doubt doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because the things that I am posting are helping some people, if not all, and they'll want to unfollow me. Let them. And you'll be surprised how many areas of your life this can impact. You really will. So it could be that people, like I say, are talking about you or spreading rumours or whatever. Let them get on with their silly little lives. They've got nothing else better to do than talk about you. Let them. Honestly, it's life-changing. And then we've got the power of positive influence. You can't build your confidence on your own. Confidence isn't a solitary thing. So the people that are around you make a difference. So you need to choose your confidence crew. So it's people who believe in your potential, people who encourage you to try new things, people who celebrate your wins, but not just people that are cheerleaders, not just people that are like, yeah, you did really well. You want people that are truth tellers as well. So you want constructive feedback on things. So again, a personal example, I've got somebody who I speak to when I've done anything like this, and we'll have a good chat on the phone for sort of half an hour with constructive feedback from her on areas that I could potentially improve, things that I could tweak. And it's not, Claire, this was terrible, or Claire, this was awful. Why did you do that? It's not like that at all. It will always be, I really like the way that you did this, and this was good, but you could improve it by doing X, Y, Z. And funnily enough, we had a call a couple of days ago about the session that I did last week on mastering your mindset. And the things that she mentioned to me, I'd already realised and picked up myself as well. So it kind of helped when you're getting that feedback from people and you can have that conversation. It's a massive she's a massive cheerleader for me, but she will also give me that constructive feedback too. So when you are looking for your confidence crew, you want people who celebrate your efforts, give useful feedback, and help you to improve, get better. So choose your confidence crew wisely, because they'll make all the difference to your kind of confidence journey. So it's confidence isn't about never failing at something, it's about learning and growing. So what you want in your confidence crew is somebody that's willing to cheer you on, give you that feedback, and then cheer you on again. That's exactly what you need. It's the confidence growth cycle. You try something new, your confidence crew celebrates your effort with you, gives useful feedback, and then you adjust it, you improve it, you get better, your confidence grows stronger. So it is that definite growth cycle. So little summary of the different things that we've mentioned. So name and tame your inner critic. So negative Nelly is mine. And tell negative Nelly to hush up every now and then. Reframe your negative thoughts. So that goes back to your growth mindset versus your fixed mindset. Stop over planning things. Just do it. Do that first step. So set your micro challenges. That first step, however small it is, whether it is a small step towards a bigger goal or whether it is a small step that's not related to a bigger goal, just set those little small micro challenges, because your confidence will build as you achieve them and as you do well at them, and there's nothing bad that happens. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Absolutely love that one. Step into your confidence outfit. So that's your alter ego side of it. Find what it is that makes you feel that bit more confident when you're going out to do something when you've got a task that you need to do that you're really nervous about. Find what it is, whether it's that lipstick, whether it's that t-shirt, whether it's that particular necklace, whatever it is, find it and step into it. Let them, definitely a big one. And find your confidence crew. So find your people that surround you, that cheer you on and give you constructive feedback when it's needed. So unlocking your confidence, it's not about being perfect, it's about being brave enough to be yourself and to grow in yourself as well. So hopefully you found some useful tidbits in there. And next week we are Wednesday again, the 25th of June, 7:30 p.m. We are a bit of a change of subject area. So far we've looked at mindset and confidence, both part ones. Next week, we are moving on to some practical tips that can help you in both your work and your personal life, and it's time management for busy people. So thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate it. This will be going onto my YouTube channel tomorrow. If you do have any questions at all about any of the content, feel free to pop them in the comments. Or you've also got my email address there, my Facebook profile and my Facebook page as well. Thanks again so much for joining, and I will see you all next week.